Yeah, it's been something that's been on my mind all morning. I kind of woke up, saw the news. It hits a little closer to home just because I was just there, especially for a charity event. So it makes it harder when you can see where it is. You see all the video and puts things in perspective too. Kind of makes it hard to talk about a fight, especially. But it's really going to test my mindset and see where my focus is and make sure that I keep things because it could have been any one of us. So.
Well, as you know, obviously Tony was here the other day. Has a lot to say about fighting you as opposed to fighting Billy Connor. I'm just curious what you take on this interim title. How much does it mean to you, and how much would you prefer to be fighting somebody else?
No, Tony was always the fight to make. He disrespected me. I don't put up with it. Especially what happened last night. It kind of, at the end of the day, like I might talk a lot of shit. Like we gonna go back and forth. We might not like each other right now, but I'm trying to take money out this man's out his family's mouth. He's trying to do the same to mine. He's gonna be a little more disappointed because I know how bad he wanted, and it just ain't gonna happen. But I wish him nothing but the best, and after the fight, I hope him nothing but good things, So, yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit more shit. We still gonna get into it. We was gonna get into it anyway. We was gonna fight anyway, whether it was for this gold championship or not. So, I'm looking forward to it.
So there's nothing he said that's bothered you more than anything?
No, Tony don't bother me. I don't see. There ain't no room for emotion in this game, especially when he talk. Like I don't give a. Yeah, he might have said some disrespectful stuff, and we just gonna have to get into a fight. It's cool. Like I didn't fought many of my friends, so it's cool. It ain't gonna be nothing. I ain't holding nothing against it.
DJ, do you have a pick in that?
I already told him what he's got to do. I already told him it's gonna be a tough fight. Tony Ferguson is well rounded and he's very unpredictable. I would say that's his my personal greatest strength, and he's always he's tough and he jumps for the legs and he goes everywhere. He's not scared to. And Kevin Lee, he's very athletic, very durable. He has a great ground game himself. Good at taking it back. Very athletic, very explosive. Still young, getting better. So it's gonna be a great fight.
I think when you look at it and you say a man is tough, and that's his biggest attribute, that ain't good for him. He talk about all his training and running with mountains and running with the bears. Like that's just gonna let him take a longer ass whooping. That's it. I don't think.
Good in the scramble and everything.
It's true. It's true, but
he pulls out that Darce out of nowhere.
yeah, he has a lot of things that he does well, and I've always given Tony respect. I think he's been the number one contender for a long time. He's not afraid to fight anybody, and he's even been in fights where he's been down, come back and win. And that's something to be said about somebody like that. He's got a great mindset. He comes into the fight ready to fight. But, do I think he'd go back after every time and reassess his skill? No, I think the dude's full of himself. I think he'd feel himself. He'd feel like I don't know. I'm going to show all the holes in his game. I don't think he goes back and fills up those holes. Every time, win, lose, or draw for me, I go back, I reassess my skill, I see where I need to make improvements, and I do. And I don't think he do that. So I think that's what this going to really show, and I think that's the future of MMA. MMA is still so new, it's still so evolving. If you stop evolving, you start dying. So I'm ready to go out there and kill him.
DJ, you're somebody who always keeps your composure in a fight. I don't feel like we ever see you get flustered. And Tony is a person who, like I just said, can pull these things out in a scramble. What is that mindset? I mean, there is something a little different, kind of living in that chaotic moment and being okay with it.
Yeah, we always talk about it in a gym. You never want to feel something that you never felt before, first time in the octagon. So, training with Matt Hume, Brad Kirchen, and a lot of guys that I train with. I've trained with guys from Japan, Mizuno Sakurai, Wiki, Spencer Fisher, Jens Pover, Rich Franklin, Matt Brown, Tim Boach. So I've kind of been through all of them. I remember freaking Matt Brown, he'll come in the gym and goes, death match. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He goes, go. And he just light me up. I'm like, dude, I'm 140 pounds. You're like a 170-er. I'm not going to do death match anymore with you. So, and that's how I think the composure comes from. I fought the heaviest hitters in this division, the best in this division. And after a while, you just go through and you gain composure with, whether you're just spitting octagon.
What's Ward's biggest weapon against you? What's
all of them have different weapons. Obviously, Ray Borg, he's young, he's healthy. Hopefully, he stays healthy, and he's with a great camp, Gray Jackson, and we'll see what happens.
You've always been, again, like I said, so composed. But how frustrated were you that didn't get to happen.
You know, it's unfortunate, you know, but at the same time, you know, like I said, I wanted to thank the UFC for calling me and letting me know that instead of finding them, you know, on internet or Twitter or Air Hawani or whoever it is. But it's it's only so much you can control. So now, went back home, started training again. 4 weeks passed. Here we are today.
Something interesting Tony said the other day was actually, I think he even used the word upset or something when he found out that you guys were going to headline over you.
Tony said that?
Yeah, and it was interesting because then we said, well, did you not want to? And he said, well, I didn't say that. Again, I'm paraphrasing a little, but I feel like there was a comment made about you guys instead being the headline. So I'm curious, what do you feel about it?
Yeah, you know, obviously this is Tony and Kevin Lee's time. You know, I had my opportunity to headline UFC 215. It was taken away from me, so I don't see it right or justice for me to headline UFC 216. This is their card. I'm thankful the UFC were able to make this fight happen so soon and get on this card. So
even in light of the history you could potentially be making.
yeah, absolutely. Well, man, there's
for me, man, I don't give a damn about it. And like to me, the fight is all the same. Whether we fight the first fight of the night or we fight in a bar, we fight in my backyard, whatever. The fight is gonna be the same. Whether we headline over, Demetrious, he gonna go out there and he gonna do his thing, and he gonna do that regardless headline, whatever. Like it's just, people talk about, oh, you changed this, you changed that. Like, nah, y'all really just changing. It's just, whether you want to put me in one spot or the other, it don't make no difference. To me, I'm still gonna be the same.
But it is different when you're the headliner now. You know what I mean? When you're
It's
for you, I'm just saying mentally, people do recognize that it's a little bit different sometimes.
yeah, it's different for people, but for me, it's no different. No different. Like I approach the fight all the same. Once you get in there, it's me and him, and it's the same, same ref, same everything else. It don't matter.
Kevin, do you feel like this interim belt? Do you think it's going to become like the championship? Like, do you think Conor is ever?
Yeah, I think it already is. I think it already is the for the real championship. People talk about that, like Conor being in it. To me, he got to prove to me that he's ready to fight. As far as I'm concerned, the man has lost 3 of his last 4 fights. I don't even think he beat Nate Diaz the second time. So, I mean, I like a big challenge. So he got to show me a little bit. He's a small dude too. He's 145. He was getting out wrestled by a dude that's 40 years old and a boxer. He was beating him in the clinches and out wrestling him. And I mean, you got to show a little bit more than that to me. So after this one, maybe I might give him a shot at the title. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how he kind of react. Maybe he should fight Nate again and prove that he can be a type fighter.
So are you saying that if Conor comes out and says I want to fight Kevin Lee, you might not take it?
I mean, it'll be on my terms. It'll be on my timetable. I'll see when I'm expecting to take some damage in this fight, but especially I'm doing the hard work. I'm doing the heavy lifting. I'm fighting Tony. Nobody wanted to fight Tony. Conor didn't want to fight Tony. So it'll be on my timetable. I'll tell him when we gonna fight. If we fight on St. Patrick's Day, maybe that might make some good business for me. So I don't know. I'll see.
Demetrious, Kevin, I think it's interesting both of you are here today. We look at the NFL, we look at the NBA, and there's an entire conversation happening about being socially conscious and socially aware. I'm curious on both of your thoughts on what you've seen in the other sports, and have you guys and other fighters, facing other black fighters, had conversations about what's happening outside the octagon?
No.
I seen, I really had to take my hat off to LeBron James. I seen his whole press conference. I had so much respect for him for that, just because they could crush the man. When you don't have to do that, and he stood up the way that he did, it's just a big inspiration for me, especially as a black athlete. Like for some reason everybody want to shy away from it. Like that's just what I am, and that's the kids that are looking up to me. I'm trying to show them we came from the same situation, with a little bit of face punching, a little bit of hard work, a little bit of dedication. Shit can be different. Now, to me, the way to solve it is to change those kids' minds. Change. Like I said, I started this hashtag 25 to life because when I was growing up, I was never a bad kid, but I always thought for some reason that I'd be in jail at this time. That I'd be doing 25 years for no. It's just the way that my mindset was. So I want to change that and say that you can be a world champion at 25, and really a gold belt don't make a difference in it. You can think like a world champion even when you're 19 years old, and that's what I try and bring to my brothers. That's what I try and bring to the kids that grew up like me too. So for somebody like LeBron James that's already been there, done there, that man got $1 billion. You know, he got enough money to run a country. And for him to stand up for the little folks, I really had to give my hats off to him. I just wish that my voice was a little bit bigger. I think with that gold belt around my waist, it will be. So, you know, we'll see.
Has Dana had any conversations with you and the other fighters just about anything regarding this at all?
No, but we should.
Are you talking more about like the national anthem, people doing that stuff, or just
The anthem, anytime protests are being unified, I mean, it's kind of some of the arguments that's been coming out in some of the other leagues.
Look, at the end of the day, the real important thing is creating a dialogue. You know, getting people to talk about it. It's crazy that I can't think of no other protest that gets backlash. You know what I mean? Nobody comes out against, you know, breast cancer awareness and say, oh, you shouldn't be standing up for this. Oh, you shouldn't be standing up for that. The fact that people are standing up against a protest is kind of proof in itself that shit ain't right. You know, that we need to keep having these talks, keep having these dialogues, and that's really all I think that people are trying to do is create that. And to have somebody like, I mean, I ain't gonna, you know, I ain't even gonna say that because then I'd be. No, fuck, I mean, yeah, I mean, to have somebody like the president that people like look up to, you know what I mean? Like, to have him like creating a rift between people just don't make sense. It's ridiculous.
I'm gonna bring it back to that. You have a history of getting mama jokes out on folks. I remember you and kids, so you had the references to mamas. We in Fox Sports, we did a feature on you. You was talking about Tony Ferguson's mama, and you and Karen talking back and forth.
I talked about Tony Ferguson, mama.
Your quote was when we interviewed Joe with your mom, and you said, "Well, my mom's probably gonna be crying during the fight. His mom was gonna be doing."
Oh yeah.
I just know that
Yeah, no. Okay, well look. It wasn't no mama joke. Even
Yeah, that's
said
not
to,
mama joke.
It
I
wasn't
like
even
it.
no mama joke said to Kiesa. I told him that his mama gonna be there, so show up. I ain't think the man was gonna show up. That you know, that ain't really a mama joke. You know, look. I keep it real with people. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, whether you like it or not. And I'm keeping it real. His mama was there. I seen her. She was there. And I guarantee you, Tony mom is gonna cry after this. I'm sorry. Like, I hate to break it to you. I'm not being like a dick or nothing. Like, I'm just telling you the truth. Your mama gonna cry. My mama gonna cry. She is. But she gonna cry tears of joy, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're fine.
Sorry about this. You guys are entertaining. You guys are definitely
Demetrious, you know, we were doing a little research, and everybody knows you're a big gamer head. I'm just curious, man, like, whose ass do you think you kick the most when you're playing online, like with other like UFC fighters and stuff like that? We know that you play tons of games and everything. Do you have like a particular person might have a rivalry with those?
Rampage Jackson.
Please elaborate.
I just lit his ass up on PUBG the other night. Him and his squad was rolling up in the house, and we saw him. And then Really Lump Lump, that's his online gamer name, is Really Lump Lump. He jumped out and I shot his black ass. And it was good. So that's
Lump Lump is very apropos.
yeah. So that's our little beef, but it's a friendly beef, you know. He's been streaming for a long time. I've been streaming as well. It's a different way for us to interact with our fans. So it's always like a friendly gesture. The fans and the public love it. Sometimes me and him will do duos together, go run the streets, and then just light people up. So it's fun.
Nah, not really. I don't really play too many. You know, I mean, I got an Xbox, but I don't really, you know, every now and again I might hop on Halo or something like that, but I don't really.
I don't play Halo anymore.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I'm
Damn. I don't even know. I don't know what to do there. Oh, shit, boy. I mean,
I tried to be the bridge.
yeah, not too much. You know, I try and chill out as much as possible, but you know, nah. I should maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe that's the key to 10 title defenses. I need a new Xbox. I need some new games.
The headband, I mean the bandana is out here.
Right.
Is that directed at a particular fighter you may be going up against soon, or just mantra right now? Or?
No, just if you feel like it's directed at you, then that's what you know. Whoever watch it, if you feel like that's directed at you, you can go ahead and do that. You know, you can go fuck yourself. Like, I really don't, you know, again, like, I really don't care. Like, if people take what I say one way or another, like, that's on you. I don't put it on me. Like, that's on you, big bro.
So Demetrious, you know, a lot of people making obviously a big deal about you making this potentially, you know, setting this record. it's almost frustrating, like, so how calm you are about it in a way. Not frustrating, but like it seems so matter of fact to you when it really is a big deal. I mean, you recognize that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been here before. I've done multiple title defenses before. So for me, you know, me getting amped up or wasting energy does no good. You know, at the point, I'm chill, relaxed, drinking my water, make sure weight's on point, make sure I'm staying healthy, banging out all the media, and then, you know, when I step in the octagon and go out there perform, you know, yeah, it's a big deal. Don't worry.
Yeah, what will it mean if you are able to
Oh,
do
I
it?
mean the world. Obviously, you know, there has been another champion out there to have this many consecutive title defenses year after year, you know, and it's just not that. Just trying to stay healthy, always improving, going out there trying to finish my opponents, passing on my drug test, just a little bit of combination of everything, you know what I mean? And then if I get past this number 11, hopefully I'm healthy, then maybe I could do another one, maybe 12, maybe 13, then we'll go from there.
In the past, Tim, do you have a fight that's your favorite, or just one that, you know, you had the most fun in or meant the most to you? Any of these wins?
No, they all mean something to me because every single one of them, I've gone through something different. You know, the first Dotson fight to the second Dotson fight, you know, there's a lot of animosity there. You know, with the first Joseph to the second Joseph, the Kyojo Uduchi. So I have something hold dear to my heart to all those fights.
And you had gone a very long time without having injury or anything like that. And it seems like still your odds are better than a lot of other fighters when it comes to that. But was there something that happened that time? Did you change something in training? Was it
When I was getting ready for the Wilson Hayes fight, or just too quick back to back? You know, I mean, I told everybody the other day, like, if something was to happen with this fight and it fell off, I'll take the rest of the year off. I wouldn't fight for the rest of the year. I'm like, I'm done. They were like, why? You haven't even fought yet. You fought once a year. And I was like, well, dude, it's not, the fighting doesn't put the mileage in the body. I mean, the fighting is easy. It's the time in the gym. So to be able to do 8-week camp and then turn this into 12-week camp, you know, my body's just like, I'm over it, dude. I'm over it. Like, I'm just calm before the storm right now. Just waiting to jump on the scale, 125. He jumps in at 125. Go back, chill, get an octagon, then I'll just black out and go to work.
Do you have concerns about it?
No, I don't. Because it shouldn't be my concern. I'm not his coach. I'm not his dietitian. I'm just his opponent.
Demetrious, I was doing some research when I came in with that fight metric. In your division, you're number one all time right now. Takedown, significant strikes, strike differential, significant strike differential. Your place in the UFC is certified legitimate forever. You ever start to have those conversations or allow yourself to think about like where you are on the Mount Rushmore as far as like the best fighters of all time?
No, because I don't build it. I won't be building that mountain. You know, I'm not going to be the one up there chiseling, doing all that shit. So, no, because it would just be a whole bunch of fucking pictures of myself. You know, that said, you know, that can change. That can, you know, one person could, you know, I don't try to put myself on a pedestal. I just go out there and let my actions speak louder than words. With that being said, it's awesome that, you know, Fight Metrics has all that stuff down, but for me, it's just a byproduct of what I do in the gym.
Kevin, you know, were you always a talker? You know, a lot of people, everything now is like sort of post-Conor, so everybody likes to just go, oh, he's trying to beat Conor, he's trying to be the next this, the next that.
Yeah.
If we were to go back and look at Motown Phenom, you know, in like 8th grade or something, I mean, were you
Yeah, I mean,
you with headband, like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's weird that, you know, people think only one person is like that or something. Like, that's just the way we grew up. We talk shit, we get into fights. Like I said, I done fought some of my best friends, and I done called them way worse than mama jokes. I'll tell you that. Like, shit, I just talk shit. Like, that's what we do. And that's where I'm comfortable in doing. And I feel like a lot of fighters, when they try and do it, like, it comes off like, you know, that's why it don't really stick with a lot of people, just because they're not natural in doing it. That's just what I like to do. I like to talk shit and I like to get into fights. Like, it don't matter how much money you pay me, I'm gonna do that anyway. So.
Okay. Well, we talked about this a little bit, but that interview with Tony that happened on the air with us after your fight with Michael. In hindsight now, like, did you have any idea how big that thing was going to turn out to be, and what a big deal, and how much it would influence you guys actually getting to fight each other?
Yeah, no, to me, that was just man to man. Like, I always showed Tony respect. You know, he's an alumni from the same college I am. So when he was coming up through the Ultimate Fighter and all this, like, I would show him respect. For him to go, you know, and be like, oh, try and downplay me and continuously do that, like, I'm just not gonna have it. So to me, it was man to man. Whether it was, you know, 1 million people watching, 100 million people watching, one person watching, it don't matter. Like I said, we was gonna fight anyway. Like he knew we was gonna fight. He approached me on International Fight Week. He tried to get in my face then with a bunch of PR guys and security around, and I'm like, and that's why I DM'd him. That's why I text him, and I'm like, bro, like, I'll text you my address. Like, just come to my address. I'll fuck you up. Like, you know, it ain't gotta be no security. Don't come around me with security. Because when you do, don't stand up like Chiesa, like, oh, security, get up in here. Like, no, it ain't gonna be no security. If you want to get into a fight, we can. Like, that's bottom line.
But so has he bothered you more in an emotional way than other fighters? Because, you know, sometimes people say, oh, don't get emotional about it, don't care too much about whose face you're punching. But do you feel like that maybe fuels you more to actually have a dislike for the guy?
Maybe outside of it, because after, regardless, he gonna respect me after this. Regardless, because I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. And I think Tony is the type of guy that would respect you after that. So, but as far as like himself or during the fight, like I'm just looking at his skills. I look at his skill and I say he got a lot of holes in his game. You know, he take a lot of shots, he take a lot of damage. He like to depend on his chin. And he's got great cardio, but that's about it. You know, he's tough as fuck. But you know, when I look at his skill, like I like a good challenge like that. I like somebody that ain't been broken. So I'm gonna go out there and break him. And I said that before the Chiesa fight too. Chiesa was somebody with that same type of mindset, and you even saw it after the fight. He still wanted to be in the fight. He still wanted to win the fight, and he was unconscious. You know, I think Tony's the same way, and to me, that excites me. You know, yeah, you got some guys like Edson Barboza or you know, Pettis or somebody that's got great technical skill, but really, when you fight these guys that have got a great mindset that overshadow their technical skill, like that's more exciting to me. So that's what I'm excited for.
And speaking of overshadowing, did the way that the Chiesa fight ended, did that take anything away from you?
No, controversy always good. Controversy always good. Any media is good media. So, I think even, like, you know, people wanted me to be mad at Dana for coming out and saying that. Like, no, he's a smart promoter. That's how you know, it gets people talking about it around the water cooler on Monday. Because now even I get recognized a whole lot more now. So people will come up to me and they be like, oh yeah, Chiesa was out. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You know, you ain't got to tell me, you know, but it gives people something to talk about. So after this one, it's going to be the same way. Tony going to go down and Tony going to bitch about it because he really want to win this fight. He really going to be upset. Either he going to lose on the scorecards or he going to get knocked out and he going to be upset. And it's going to get people, he going to do the same thing. He going to stand up and he going to say, oh, this is bullshit. And at the same time, he going to go straight to the hospital afterwards.
You know, Demetrious, you said that, you know, if this fight had been moved, you wouldn't have fought again for the rest of the year, right? So how soon would you fight again, and will you just stay at 25? Because everybody keeps trying to create these super fights and all this stuff for you elsewhere.
Yeah, I'll stay at 25. Obviously, if after this, I probably want to fight till maybe March, maybe February or March. Possibly, we'll see. But yeah, I'll say 25. I mean, last night went out to dinner, had 2 chicken breasts with mashed potatoes, broccolini with seasoned, had all the good goods on it. And I woke up weighing 138.1. So, I mean,
It's not a problem for you to make them.
no, it's not. I mean, the only time I get to like 142, 143 is I have a rack of ribs with a delicious a Negro Modelo and some stout. It's okay, babe. It's okay. I can eat whatever I want and still be able to make this. Well, I'll still make the weight, but when I'm eating whatever I want, that's painful to watch. To be honest with you. What's that? Yeah, I eat dessert and all that stuff. I mean, shit. I had Oreos before I came down. I had chocolate because I ate through all the vanilla Oreos that day before. So, for me, making 125 is not a problem, you know. Yeah.
I appreciate you for that.
So yeah, I mean, but if the money's right and if it makes sense for me to go up to fight at 135, then yeah, then I'll entertain it. But at the same time, those guys. I mean, last time I talked to Dom, he said he got to like 165. I was like, I've never broke. You know, even after, I mean, I think the biggest I ever got was maybe 148, and that was after surgery because I couldn't train when I had my labrum surgery. But other than that, I've never, when I'm active, drinking, eating, whatever I want, never. I mean, I might after a full meal come home at 146, but then the next one I'll go like 143, 142. So.
Do you have an opinion on that Garbrandt Dillashaw fight?
I think it's a good fight.
Yeah. You're not leaning toward one guy taking the fight or not?
No, it should be a good fight.
Demetrious Johnson, Scott Henry against Sergio Pettis. Any thoughts on that fight?
Be a good fight. I think him with Cejudo, he looked good his last fight. I just feel bad for Wilson, man. I just, it's almost like,
Why do you feel bad for him?
just he didn't prove. He looked exactly the same. He walked right into the cross. He wasn't doing what southpaw should do. He should have stopped. He walked right into the cross, I just feel bad for the guy. I don't like people getting hurt. I don't like hurting people either. So I just feel like it's fucked up almost, But, with Sergio Pettis, I think Sergio Pettis has more a style that will give Henry Cejudo more fits because he's been around the block a little more. But it'll be a good fight.
Do you think the winner is probably next in line?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously, Henry Cejudo just came back from, he's got on the winner column and whatnot. And Sergio Pettis, he's got a 3-fight win streak. So if he wins this fight, I think he's no more contender in the flyweight division. I mean, he has 4 fights in a row. I mean, I can't think of another athlete. Maybe Magomedov Bibitov. I don't know how many fights he's got in a row. So I mean, we'll see what happens.
Kevin, how much do you think Khabib factors into your division? Like Khabib's sort of this entity that is spoken of but rarely seen,
Yeah, it's weird. You even had somebody asking me earlier, like, why is it taking so long for me to get the shine? And it's because Khabib has a whole country behind him. He's got all of Russia. Even the man don't even have to fight, and somehow he's still keeping himself in the media. I mean, it's weird. The man don't fight. So what can I do? Like, I've been calling this dude out for how long? It's been over a year now. He don't want to fight. He don't want to fight nobody, really. He don't want to fight nobody that proves to be a challenge to him. He want to hold on to that imaginary O that he think he got. No, it's weird. I mean, maybe. I said I'll take him on in December 2nd, but I don't know. Now Connor's saying that he might be coming back earlier, so we'll see. We'll see how this one shakes up after. But I'm interested in that. I'm interested in taking out Tony and then taking out Khabib in December, and then maybe defending the title against Connor. We'll see how that whole thing shake up, especially after this one.
I thought it was really interesting. You were talking a little bit before about how certain fighters sustain themselves with trash talking. Some are better at it than others. Did you have any opinion when Verdum and Ferguson were sitting here earlier, going back and forth, and it's interesting. Tony was like, "Oh, but you really fighting on my undercard." I actually thought that was a good one.
I mean, Tony's just a weird dude. Like, he just do weird shit. Like, he got I don't know. I think I'm doing the UFC a favor by getting him up out of there because he's just a weirdo. Like, you see his personality, and like his fight style is even weird, but like his personality and all, he's just a weird dude. I think he's totally full of himself. I think he really think I don't know, man. I mean, I gave him respect for that. The way he stood up to him. I mean, hey, look, I'd have did the same thing, low key. I'd have, we'd have had to throw down if he gonna stand up above me. We gotta throw down. But yeah, nah, he's just a weird dude, bro.
It's an individual sport, and you gotta protect, your entity. I mean,
I guess I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing. I didn't see what all they was shaking up about. I seen him just.
His personality is very much of a like. He does sometimes have the us against the world thing, but I think it's because of the way your job is. You are.
Nah. He was a weird dude when he would come back to we went to the same college. He would come back. And I could even see then, like people talked about him because he was the alumni or whatever. And I'm like, I ain't hanging out with that motherfucker. Like, he's weird. Like, he just do weird shit, especially since he moved down here to LA. I mean, I ain't gonna talk. Look, I'm in LA now, so I ain't gonna talk too bad about the folks. But I listen to Joe's podcast. Eddie Bravo is on there every now and again, and I know they be into some weird shit. So I don't know if. So I ain't gonna put my man business out there like that. I mean, he got the sunglasses on for a reason, indoors. It ain't cause he tired.
You bring up a question. How many times were you guys both tested before?
I think 3 times for me. Yeah, they be trying to stay on my head.
Not once since after the cancellation of this fight. So other than that, I can't keep track. So.
Can they track that HFN though?
No, they cannot. They cannot.
He tried to bring that up during that little conference call, and I didn't even really know how to respond to it. Like, that's the most ridiculous shit that I ever, like, and really, like, I'm gonna really fuck him up for that. Like I would fuck him up after that if he keep bringing up. I mean, come on, that's fucking ridiculous. Like I've been working my whole life for this shit. To try and take it away from me, like that, it just ain't gonna happen. It's fucking ridiculous.
DJ, popular hot take after the cancellation of the fight with Ray Borg was, oh, DJ had this coming because you didn't entertain the bill shot. Do you have any sort of reaction to people who are feeling like wishing bad things for you just because you wouldn't fight against the guy who's not even in your division?
Nope.
Because that affects you at all, like, in any way, shape, or form. You've got a lot of fans, obviously, but you have a lot of track as well.
Nope.
Yeah. You can't let the hate affect you. For what? Let them folks hate.
It's my motherfucking publish right here.
Yeah, let them motherfuckers hate. Look, they gonna hate. They gonna hate regardless, right?
Yep.
Right. You gonna still make the same amount of money. Let them motherfuckers hate.
As the great Danny Castillo always said, enjoy going to work on Monday, my friend.
There's a like Key and Peele now with the Obama sketch.
See, I'm trying.
Kevin's just keeping it going.
Say, look, and I'm giving my man some pay-per-view points. Like I'm expecting a little, 5%, like something. 5%. We know. All right. All right.
That's it?
Yeah, smooth.
All right, there we go.
Bam, smooth.
Can we get
Get some coffee in it. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you guys to stand up.
Oh, stand up.
You guys to stand
There you go. There you go.
Let's get you to stand up. Show this.
It's actually, the lighting over you guys.
This is where you guys face off.
I think he was doing I'm right here.
Okay, then Chris wakes it up.
Yeah.
One at a time. One at a time.
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought we were doing an actual face-off. I was gonna get. Look, I had some shit to say.
He was talking about your meals.
Oh, we were like, you over there eating like a fucking rabbit. I mean like a beast. Like a king.
You got it.
Good.